Welcome back to the Ferris Sports Update, and joined by head coach for Ferris State Women's Soccer, Greg Henson. Perhaps no team amongst Ferris State athletics quite as hot as your group, 8-0-3, and after a bit of a tough start, your young squad, a lot of new faces in the lineup, has really put it together here over the last month.
Yeah, I mean, first, thanks for having me. Yeah, it's been a good run for us. I think we always knew this was in us. We just got off to a little bit of a sluggish start, and that happens when you've got, an inexperienced team, and I like to say young, but even some of our veterans that we're really leaning on heavily this season were kind of in different types of roles previously in their career than we're asking them to be in right now. So we're kind of a young and inexperienced team, if you will, and it took a little bit of growth and maturity within our group to get us where we are right now.
As you take a look at, before the weekend, you're sitting in second place, and you got to finish the rest of the GLIAC schedule against 3, 4, 5 in the GLIAC, and all good teams really no days off in that regard. And you go 1-0-1 on the weekend, and you've put yourself in a position to still be able to claim that second place spot. How happy were you with the weekend overall?
Yeah, I mean, I think we always go in every weekend. I talked about this last couple weeks with Rob. We want to come out of it with 6 points. That's the goal. You want to come out with a minimum of 4, though, if you can't get the 6, and that's obviously what we did. So we're happy with where we are. We kind of held serve, but we also had an opportunity to kind of separate ourselves and make things easier for us going into this last game. But we're playing the top 4 teams. Basically the last 4 regular season games of the year, we're going to play against the other top 4 or 5 teams in the league. So we know it's going to be tough matches, game in and game out. And the best thing about this year is that we're all playing each other, and so there's really nobody can be upset that one team's playing maybe one of the lower teams in the standings and it kind of has an easy finish. Us for 2, 4, 5, we're all playing each other over the course of these last 3 games, and so really whoever comes out on top or in second place in the league standings will have earned it.
Let's take a look back at the highlights here. We opened with Michigan Tech, and over the last couple of years, these have been really close games. I can think of a close loss up there. I can think of a couple of goals scored in the last 10 minutes against Michigan Tech. This is obviously an opponent well-structured and tough to beat.
Yeah, they're definitely a tough out. I mean, they're tough to break down. They're very organized defensively. They work extremely hard, off the ball, and they're tough to score on. I mean, this was a game, I think I said after the match, there's 2 teams that kind of equally have struggled to put the ball in the back of the net, but neither team concedes a lot. So we knew getting the first goal was going to be huge for us. We got it early. I think, unfortunately, our players kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit in that contest and kind of let Tech back in it. But overall, with the exception of a couple chances that we see here, we did a nice job of really limiting Tech's dangerous opportunities. We had a fair share of ours that we should have done better with, and finally were able to put away a late one to kind of see the game out, which is something we haven't done in games past. So nice to see that finally happen for us in this one.
Important as well to get on the board early. Katie Nestico with a big goal there, and later you're going to see Izzy Zambarini, who's been one of the hottest players in the country over the last several weeks. A big part of this 8-0-3 streak has been her goal scoring for you.
No, Izzy's been great for us. I mean, and just gotten better and better from last year to this year with us, and then also just as this season's gone along. I think it's definitely one of those players, she's a KG veteran, 5th-year senior, that's literally playing like every game might be the last of her career and wants to get the most out of it. Great finish here from her. Right now, if we get her the ball or we can get her touches inside the 18, there's a good chance it's going in the back of the net. And I think she's a player that should be at least arguably, if not in that conversation for player of the year within our league offensively, just with the output that she's had and the impact she's had on our team and in the conference standings as a whole.
You go to Northern Michigan here coming up, and as we get ready to take on the Wildcats here in the highlights, team that beat you up there, and that was kind of the end of that stretch where you guys were really sluggish, and after that your team really seemed to wake up, and this turned into a pretty good physical match here this past weekend.
Yeah, they're a good team. We knew they were going to be tough coming in. We beat them last year at our place 3-2 in double overtime. We go up there and they get the best of us, and we're definitely the best team on the field that particular day. We talked about it beforehand that they didn't really play us the first time. That wasn't who we were in that game, and wanted to come out and really kind of show them, hey, here's who we are today, and here's who you potentially are going to face in a postseason matchup. Unfortunately, got the 0-0 draw, didn't come out with the result, but it was I always joke with all my non-soccer fan friends, this was a very exciting 0-0 tie. A couple balls, played off the goal line on each end of the field. numerous great chances, end-to-end action. Neither team was able to find the winner. And I think, honestly, deservingly probably so that it finished in a 0-0 tie with the way the game was played out.
You also got a good performance and goal out of Daria Mosalai, who's now second all-time and one away from tying the program record in career shutouts. And this is, I thought, one of her better starts of the year.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely come on in the last few games, probably since taking the opportunity to play against GV a week ago Sunday. And then she's played the last three for us and done a great job. Really excited for her and kind of her development over the year and the shutout records that she's been breaking or setting and trying to break the career record now. But it's really a testament. She's done her part in all those games, but it's a testament to our back line and our defensive structure within our team and within our program that's put our goalkeepers, as Lauren Kabaki also has had a great season for us, and she's 5-0 on the year as well. And we put them in positions where we don't ask a lot of them. But when we do ask them to come up with a save, that's the expectation. There we just saw a ball where Lindsay Cole's going to head it off the goal line, and it's a great play, and it's exciting to see, and it's another player that's just doing her job, right? That's her job on defensive corners, is to be there if needed, and she got that done for us, and obviously she's got to get the job done, but it's really exciting to see players just going out and doing their job to the best of their ability and giving us opportunities to win games.
That's a point-saving head save there by Lindsay Cole. A huge one for you guys as you go in with an opportunity to claim second place in the GLIAC going into the GLIAC tournament. You obviously, at this point, locked up a home quarterfinal game. I know that's always a goal to be able to play at home, at least in that first round, if not further. But as you go into Saginaw, last one for me, this is a huge game for you guys. What has to get done in order for you guys to get the result you need?
Yeah, I think, number one, we got to play to our strengths. And it would have been in the Northern game and even the Tech game. Two tough opponents. And they kind of take you out of what you want to do. And I think when you saw on Sunday's game, Northern likes to get forward. They like to throw the ball forward, get numbers forward, and make it a run-and-gun game. And when we played that style, they were the better team. When we got the ball on the floor and kept possession and played through the lines and built through them, we were the better team. And so that's one of the things going into Saginaw is we got to play to our strengths, minimize the weaknesses, and look to get shots on goal and test their goalkeeper and try to find the back of the net early and often if we can. And then defensively just be stout in the way we've been and be a very tough team to break down. And if we can do those things, obviously we should come away with the result.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining me here today, and good luck this week.
Thank you.
That'll wrap it up here for the Ferris Sports Update. Make sure you tune in to FerrisStateBulldogs.com for more information on all things Ferris State Bulldogs. Until next week, this has been the Ferris Sports Update.